There are two primary types of human trafficking: forced labor and sex trafficking. If this line sounds familiar, it's because you watched our video last week called Worldwide Sex Trafficking Statistics. If you haven't seen that video yet, pause this video and go watch that one. You're back? Great. In this video, let's focus on labor trafficking statistics. Hi everyone, I'm Elia from Tactics, and today I'm going to talk about worldwide labor trafficking statistics. Before we get started, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. Also, hit that alert bell icon so that when we post new helpful content, you get notified. Forced labor constitutes 28.7% of human trafficking. Labor trafficking usually requires victims to perform physical, intensive tasks. It can happen in households, within government positions, or in legal corporations. Approximately 5.4 individuals in every 1,000 people alive right now are victims of labor trafficking. The labor trafficking industry generates $43.2 billion a year. The main sectors for labor trafficking include 30% in domestic work, it generates $8 billion a year, 16% in construction, 10% in agriculture, 9% in manufacturing, and 8% in hospitality. Despite this, the majority of people end up in the private economy. After all, it's easier to hide labor trafficking victims from the world in the private world. Traffickers can more easily prevent the victims from interacting with the public and escaping. It's also important to mention that certain parts of the world are more prone to labor trafficking than others. The majority of labor trafficking occurs on the Asian continent, partly because of the sheer volume of people residing there. In fact, 16.55 million victims are in forced labor in Asia and the Pacific. However, labor trafficking happens on every continent and in every country. 3.42 million people are labor trafficked through Africa, 3.25 million people are labor trafficked through Europe and the Central Asian region, and 1.28 million people are labor trafficked through the Americas. Many countries have laws in place to try and identify, detain, and convict traffickers. Some even have laws to try and convict the buyers, or Johns. The best way to protect yourself and your community is through education, so it's a good thing you've watched this video all the way through to this point. With knowledge on your side, you can take preventative measures so you don't fall into the trafficking trap. If you'd like to learn more about human trafficking and how to get awareness training on the subject, reach out to Tactics. And you've already made it this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below.